Lisa Briggs is standing by live at the Briggs Company, ready to take on your questions.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello, guys. How are you?
We are good. Our phones are still not working, so we solicited questions via Facebook and email, and we got a ton of them.
All right, so I'm going to read you this first
awesome.
one.
Let's get started.
Okay. All right, this one says, my sister-in-law has a problem with mushrooms in her yard. She also has a dog, so she doesn't want the pooch eating them. She's tried fungicides with little success. Can you please suggest something? And she also, by the way, has rust in her lawn, which is also a problem. All right, Lisa, what do you say?
So both of those are technically fungus. So let's start with the rust on the lawn. That is, you're going to want to apply a fungicide on your lawn, but make sure that you pick one that's rated for rust, because rust is a little bit particular in how it grows. So you don't want just anything. Check the labels at the garden center so you get the right one. Mushrooms are there because she's got something underground that is decomposing. To deal with that, she's going to probably have to put more chemicals on her lawn than she really wants to. But if she takes a shovel out there and just scoops them up and throws them in the trash, that's really easy. They'll come right out.
Okay. So the dog
So I
won't
just remove them.
All right.
Okay.
Next question. Can you overwinter lavender and or marigolds?
Marigolds, not so much. They have sort of a short growing season, but marigolds are really easy to dry for seed. So if you have a variety that you really like, let the flowers dry and develop the seed, because marigolds are easy to grow that way. As far as the lavender, you can overwinter lavender, but it's tricky because it's a woody plant that likes humidity but dry soil. So make sure you don't overwater it, make sure it's in a sunny spot, and I'd put it on a humidity tray, so like a saucer with some rocks, so that the air around it is a little bit humid.
Okay. Hollyhocks did not do the best this year because of the heat and dryness. When should I cut them back and how much?
So hollyhocks are a biennial. You'll have the rosettes the first year, and the second year they'll send out the flower stems. So what you want to do, any flowers that she had, she's going to want those stems to dry and go to seed, so they release the seed into the soil, and those will be flowers for 2 years from now. So I would wait until they're fully dried out and the seeds have dropped, and then she can take them off all the way to the ground.
I love hollyhocks. All right, this caller has white flies in the tomato plants and something's eating the tomatoes. Only stems are left at the end of the branches. What should I do?
Okay, so the eating sounds like a rodent, like maybe something larger, like a woodchuck. So you'd want to use a scent repellent for that. There are gobs of them out on the market. As far as the white fly is concerned, without knowing exactly what it is, it's hard to say, but you can use a pesticide or an insecticide called 8, spelled like the number, and that is safe for food crops. Just read the instructions on the back to make sure that you leave the recommended days between spraying and harvest.
All right.
Okay, so what should I do to my plants when it's time to bring them indoors, hibiscus, chenille, herbs, to make sure no bugs also come inside?
Right, so I think that we're a little ways off for needing to bring things indoors, but it is not too early to have a strategy. So you're going to want to treat them for insects. You can do that if you don't see anything. You can use a hose and kind of hose them off, or you can use insecticidal soap. That is a really gentle chemical that will kill most soft-bodied insects like flies and aphids and those kinds of things. You could also do a systemic insecticide, so if there are any eggs or anything that are laid in the soil of your pots, that will take care of those. And just be really diligent about watching for them, because a little problem outside becomes an enormous problem when they're in your house.
That's for sure. All right, now the final caller has a plum tree, or final question, a plum tree with fungus on almost every branch. What can we do?
It is a fungusy year, so bring in a sample or a photo to the plant desk, or email it to the plant desk so we know what fungus it is. Some, like powdery mildew, require a certain fungicide. Other things like rust require a different chemical. And there are things on any prunus species called black knot, which is like a sort of globby growth on the stems. That is not treatable at all other than cutting it out. So let us see what it is, and then we can advise you the best.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of stuff. We got through a lot of questions.
Yeah, we still got a couple extras. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Good job, Lisa. It's like a lightning around here.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone for writing in. We'll do this again in 2 weeks and on Monday on the noon show. So Keep the questions coming.
All right. Lisa, thank you.